Okay.
Don't be such a crackhead.
You're being a crackhead?
He is.
Oof. Why is that?
Like, she scratches at the mirror, like, why?
Oof, I don't know. Give me a second, I'm gonna close my door and make sure my mom doesn't come in. Sick. I love this. What do you call love in your reality? If I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat, what do you call love in your reality? You know, I'm gonna do one quick thing. Just gonna minimize that. I'm gonna send this to my friend Logan. Alright, you ready, buddy? Axel? Ready?
Yes.
Alright. So, do you want me to narrate it with the things?
Here we go, I can read it now.
You can see it?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor Sayori, and good friends since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting for her. What if she goes to chase me after me like this? I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. This is Sayori.
I overslept again.
Yay! Yay!
Oh, wait.
You read for Sayori. Do it. You read for Sayori.
Okay. This time.
Maybe, but but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
Hey, you said that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Matt.
I forgot that I entered my name in this. It's been so long since I played it. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
I'm fine. But you did wait for me after all.
Yo, look at how precious she is. Dan, I love you for making this so beautiful. I love Dan.
I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori. Legit, that'd be me sometimes. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with the other students making their daily commute.
Wait, Matt. Have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
That's not true. Maybe you join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. That is true.
Talking about how worried I am that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. you're happy now, but I died at the thought of you becoming a... It's blurry on my screen. Becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Let me keep worrying about you.
Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
At least promise me you'll try a little.
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Hey!
Why do I let myself get lectured by a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind a little bit, even if it does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Oh?
Sayori? Sayori must have come into the class while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in.
I'm gonna lower the music a little bit, just give me a sec. Music playing. Is it just there?
Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club.
I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know.
Know what?
Oh, that you would come to my club.
Sayori.
Yeah?
There is no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie?
Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Please?
Why do you care so much anyway?
Oh. When I told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, Suki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep! I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Hey, here, let's go!
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Damn, that must have been a good cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for the third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Can't read a word of that.
Can you read it now? Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room. Okay, so can you read any of this or no?
Cannot, it's like super pixelated.
Oof, how do I fix that? Let me try and use another tool. Here, I'll just turn off. Do you want to hear the music or do you want me to just try and share the window?
I don't mind the music.
Let's see, give me a sec. I'm going to turn off the share screen for a sec. And then I'm going to... Tell me if that is... Give me a sec. Tell me if that is better. Can you see it better?
Better.
Is it?
Yeah.
Alright. Alright, so I'll read for Yuri and actually here, you read for Yuri and Monica. I'll read for Natsuki and my character, okay? So you have Sayori, this purple girl, and Monica, who has also got long hair, okay? Alright, so read for this girl.
Sayori always says nice things about you.
Okay, I'll read this girl. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. And then you read for this girl.
Oh, Matt, what a nice surprise.
That's still part of the line.
Come to the club?
All words escape me in the situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls! What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it! Sorry?
Suki?
The girl with the sour attitude, his name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
Just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly in my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
This is Natsuki, always full of energy. This is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who apparently compared more mature and timid, and seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you.
Sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Right. It's great to see you again, Matt.
Monica smiles sweetly. This is such a weird form of her. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. True dat. So having her smile at me just so genuinely feels a little... Yeah, you too, Monica.
Sit down, Matt. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. The cupcakes!
Hey, I made them. I'll get them.
I got a little too excited. And how about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling a little awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Leave that smile.
Oh!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen fluffy white cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
Cute! Gee, you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
Just.
Sayori walks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her taking sneaky glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you, you know, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
The teachers gave us permission. Oh, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good...
I guess. I'm actually drinking tea right now.
And don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know?
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea.
God.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow then smiles at me.
Consider literature club.
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so...
Okay, don't be embarrassed. Make sure you feel right at home, okay? President of the Literature Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. If it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica's really a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. And I'm surprised there aren't any more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
To put it that way. Been putting out all the effort in to start something brand new. Especially when something doesn't grab your attention, like literature. To work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. Confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best.
You know it! Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining, though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
Well, Matt, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess?
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking of it after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
Favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. And the craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds the comfort in the world of books, not people.
You know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. It's amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop. I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something so I can relate to it at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri, you might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. You? Guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. It's often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Why's that?
Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind.
But you usually write about the cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
Left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. Poem called...
Don't say it out loud! And give that back.
Fine. I can't read it again.
Can you not read it?
Not. Oh, your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sari sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averted her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. That level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. Be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share my work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share it.
I guess it's the same for you, Yuri.
I want to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay.
Did you read it?
I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika.
I'll go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. Audio cutting out.
Yeah, it's briefly cutting out, I'm sorry.
That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Matt?
Monika smiles warmly at me for once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forward with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Siri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare blankly at me with dejected eyes. She's so mad.
But... I thought...
You all... I am defensively against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the piece I need to pay it in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Man, Doki Doki might be thirsty. Right. Okay, I decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes, I'm so happy!
Siri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
Really did scare me for a moment.
If you'd really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
That makes it official.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks at me once more.
I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Matt, since we're already here, do you want me to... Do you want to walk home together?
That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore, because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Hey!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. God damn, this tea is awful. It's some berry, and they didn't put any honey in it. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Just Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright! I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. This is a fun part, Axel. You're gonna help me write a poem.
Oh boy, howdy, you did not tell me this.
No, you're just gonna tell me to
okay.
pick. You're gonna pick a word. So which word do you choose?
Can't hear me.
I'm sorry, it's really glitchy. Did you say kitty?
Sure, yeah. Plies. Sure.
Said French. Say it again. Adventure? Haha, 420. Did you say it again?
Calm.
Calm. Death?
Tone.
Did you say a tone? Say it one more time.
Starscape. Analysis. Doki Doki! Good.
Say it one more time.
Sugar.
Sugar?
Dun 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 dun.
Say it one more time. Bliss. I hate this dumb lag. It makes my brain feel stupid.
There you go. Peaceful.
Give me that. Alright.
Lollipop. Valentine. Raindrops. Here. Strawberry. There.
Say it one more time.
Trip.
Rose.
Landscape.
Yay, a poem! Can you read it?
Again, Matt. Glad to see you didn't run away.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I wasn't the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Matt. I'll make a commitment for you. Can you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it?
Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Oh, Siri told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you had any plans to come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Doki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops her back into her seat.
Alright, guys. Matt always gives his best as long as he's having fun. With busy work without me even asking. Cleaning my room. Bendable.
Siri, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so? We're really good friends, aren't you? I'd be a little jealous. How come? You and Matt can become good friends too.
Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh! Yuri, Yuri brought you something today, you know? Sayori.
At me?
Not really. Be shy! It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. You made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Right. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
Didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked a book that I thought you might enjoy. So it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. You know. You wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Well, you can read it at your own pace. What you think?
Now that everyone settles in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is buried already in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one else wanted to be bothered today. I slumped down in the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? Anyway, I guess I could always read some books that Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I probably could fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in Sayori's conversation with Monica.
Probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival's our chance to show everyone what literature's all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. It's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way of showing that to everyone. And that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. It's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds.
What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberately like this.
That's a good point. And it'll do the trick. Time. Like the cupcakes. Good thinking. You're right. The best cupcakes. It's out perfectly. Oh, wasn't what you suggested it? Cake speaks to my creative tummy. Aww. Cupcakes it is then. Hungry. But we still need to work out the details of the event itself.
Yay, I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to do things and make them come to the life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get in on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it'd be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh, ah! I open my eyes to find Sayori's smiling face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair.
Sorry. Wait! I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. I'm in the napping club.
Does our school have a napping club?
Up late again, aren't you? Have less time for anime, you know.
Don't say that so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard.
True though.
Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
It's what I do best.
That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
It's secret.
I knew it.
At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glances around at herself.
They're written all over me.
You were very clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around it. There. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this.
Hair is just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your own hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger.
Nobody would ever notice that.
Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that.
Hey, you meanie.
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you even think about having a boyfriend yet?
That's super mean.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I started to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Do you see this close-up?
Yeah.
Damn, they really did animate that well.
So funny.
What is?
Just thinking how weird is a friend who does these kinds of things.
Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Stupid.
Okay, though.
Could you say it one more time?
Happy we're like this.
I guess.
Be careful.
Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to finally close the button near her chest. Matt, what you doing? Does this thing even fit you properly?
It did when I bought it.
Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
At least my boobs got bigger again. What kind of game are you playing?
It's not like that. Why is it making me getting Markiplier thoughts? What? Don't say that's out loud. Anyway, you look much better now. So, why does it feel so strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that?
So stuffy. It's not worth it at all.
Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. God damn it, girl! Just accept it. Young people.
Can't tell who that is.
That is Sayori.
Can't tell who that is.
It
That's
is
so much better.
Sayori puts her arms out and
That's
twirls more.
Keep it unbuttoned, I won't get a boyfriend, right?
Oh my. What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing?
If I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't let you do things like this. Take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
Huh? I didn't say anything embarrassing.
Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
If you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine, fine. It's a deal.
Take care of each other than we are taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
You should come wake me up in the morning.
You're doing it again, Sayori.
But I was joking that time.
Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Eh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Matt, I can't wait. Ah! I started reading your line. I'm sorry.
I know, I was like, what are you doing?
Read
Matt,
it.
can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sari still trots away to retrieve her poem.
Oh, wait, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah! It's a poem, alright. It's about death and some other stuff. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've really never done this before.
Why don't you find someone to share with? Oh, wait!
Sari and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can't already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself.
I want to hear Yuri's poem first.
Yuri seems the most inexperienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair.
It froze. Or is that just ...
It was just ...
Okay.
Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. What?
I'm making wild guesses. I can't read it that well.
It says, oh.
There we are. Okay. Sorry. I have to start speaking.
It's fine, don't force yourself.
I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah. Why do you ask?
Just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading it through.
So it's that bad.
Oh. I'm so sorry.
Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
It's just that there's specific writing habits that are usually typical of, like, new writers. Having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable things when I recognize new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and then they form fit the two together. The result is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
That's not something you can be blamed for. Skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Just finding them and building them. But getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes to practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Tsuki can be a little bit biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, fine.
I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Do. I'm just share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Alright. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm as breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back.
I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
It took you a long time to read.
Well, I don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
It's a relief.
Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short. Usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. To be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
The story isn't about a ghost at all.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. And express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. Simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. Oh, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
Counting on you.
Who next?
You pick this time.
Nah,
You pick.
No,
Monica. Matt? Good time so far?
Yeah.
Good, glad to hear it. And everything? If you ever ask for the club, activities, or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Afraid to bring... Okay.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. That is me.
Okay. Poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Sorry, Matt. We're all a little embarrassed today. And it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem.
This one. Makes me think of something Sayori would like.
Is that so?
You and Sayori are really good friends, right? You suppose you have lots of things in common?
Well, you may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case. There are also some things to expect. The way she taught you. If you really care about each other's well-being. If you think, even if you show it, it ends up being more similar than you think. So that's kind of the vibe I get reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading into that too much?
I could be. Scary. But in any case, Sawyer's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. You can tell she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. I'm so happy would enjoy sad things too.
Yeah, that's totally expected.
Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
Okay. I'd love to see you try new things. Best way to find the kind of style that suits. Girls might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. Force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything.
Ahaha.
Wait, do you want to read my poem now?
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
Oh, that's because I have to sound confident. I mean, I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Well, let's read it then.
In me, see the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I hear no. Can't see. If out in the sun, but it's too late. My retina washed with a permanent copyingless image. Just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
Magic.
So, what do you think?
It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. It's gotten pretty popular nowadays. There's a lot of poems that have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know it. I had some epiphany recently. It's been in poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about stuff like that because it's coming on. We have to be friends with each other. Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific. Try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. It's this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Go with the flow. Thanks for today. Thanks for listening.
That was nice. Alright, we'll do Sayori's. When we get to the final part of doing this, I'll make sure to turn the audio on. But the way we're gonna do it is we're gonna do it in parts, you know? Like, in a little while, I think, right after we do the next day of poem, like, where we make our own poem, I'll save the game and we'll continue another time, you know? Will that work? Alright, let's read Sayori's.
Oh my goodness. This is so good, Matt. Love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Oh, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. We didn't even do Natsuki's yet, what? Dan, where is your Python if statements? Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? I read your poem. It's not just a poem. It's an epoch.
Oof.
It's like extra special. I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. Oh my. You're so weird, Sayori.
I'm really happy that you just wrote one. Really part of a club.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing right in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't matter, I'll still break my promise. I mean, that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
Down? You're not selfish at all. Do things like this for other people. Only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. I'm not sure if you see the full picture of your motive, my guy. No, I swear, if my boy starts going thirsty, like... Nah, I swear, he'd be taking pages out of Kirito's book with the amount of females he's trying to flirt with.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it. He pulling a real Shiro, you know? Yeah. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Okay. Way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then.
Hey! Read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Do you want to read it or do you want me to?
Not read it.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of it, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret. But I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
If that ain't me.
Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this?
Oh. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to... Oh,
I had to do it last night.
Well, at least it makes me feel a little better about myself.
mean, I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yep. Especially that last line.
Eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
Just get breakfast. Oh, cranky.
I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica.
Yeah.
Next time, I won't forget. Ever.
Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Alright, so I'll read the Natsuki lines in my lines, and then you'll read the poem, okay? Will that work?
I can read Natsuki's for you.
You want to read Natsuki's?
If you don't want a monologue.
Okay, fine, you can read Natsuki's just this part.
It's about what I expected from someone like you.
Bitch. That's a little blunt.
Excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste.
Wanna get smacked?
I'll pass.
Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Bet you'll like it.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I feel like cheetahs can run and horses can race is basically the same thing about running, and of course eagles can fly. Oh, that was the... Yep.
I like it. Ah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it.
Honest.
Alright, fine. It was a little immature, but it was okay. Better than Sayori's crazy breakfast.
Look,
I know. Sayori is one of my favorites. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
in high school, writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
Because isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. Read hard. Everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yes, I understand.
The other nice thing about simple writing is it puts more weight on the wordplay. I set up for a rhyme at the end and then made it fall flat on purpose. To bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
It's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Expect that from the youngest one here, did ya?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. There's a really funny image I should show you from the game. And it's basically because Markiplier said it. Do you want me to tell you what it is? Okay, so basically, it would have Yuri be right here, Monica be right here, Sayori there, and Natsuki here. And the way Markiplier said it, it was tallest to shortest, and then biggest boobs to smallest. It was really funny the way Markiplier said it. The U. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing skills. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you read the line? Oh.
Hey.
Sorry,
My headset
man.
disconnected for a second.
Yeah, give me one sec. Doki Doki. Alright, there.
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returned the poem to the desk with her one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feelings of giving up. How can that be cute?
Know that. I just meant I guess. Nice.
You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Oh.
Did your headset fall again? Axel? Oh no, Axel hit airplane mode. Tell me when you get back. Axel? Can you hear me?
Yes, there you are.
Alright.
Okay.
It is on your line.
Well, I do have full gesture.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Matt did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all,
I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. To change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring.
Did you read? Axel? Is your phone glitching? What?
My laptop.
Is it glitching?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
I liked my poem too, you know. Even
Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
That's fine.
Uh-oh.
You're just
He stands up as well.
maybe you're just jealous that Matt gets my advice more than he appreciated you.
Huh? And how do you know that he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
If I was full of myself, I'd really go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
You...
Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one with... Yes, I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Matt started showing up. Damn! So, Axel. Can you hear me? Axel? Well, these are the jokes that Dan ended up including in his script. Little funny. Yeah.
Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you!
Like fighting.
Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was standing there.
She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true! She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? That meaning should jump out of that reader and not force them to have to figure it out? Help me explain that to her, Matt.
Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. Convey complex meaning the most... is not necessarily limited. Understand that, right? Well...
How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Axel? Axel. You get to choose what I pick.
Sayori!
Natsuki! Natsuki glares at me, drying up words I had found in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. Yuri! But Yuri's expression is so defenseless, I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Say alright! Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori's uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you're making your friend feel like this? Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her.
I agree. Unfair for others to take their own feelings into our...
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what it's a stuck-up jerk she's being.
But never. It's your ministry. Made her upset in the first place.
Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why. Exactly why nobody likes...
Doki! Yuri! You guys are friends! I just want everyone to get and be happy! Those are wonderful! And I love them!
She's tearing up. She was crying.
These poems, they're amazing because they can be so many with just a few words. And Yuri's poems because they put pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting?
Because.
Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. Boobs are the same as they always were. And beautiful.
Sayori! Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with bewildered expression.
Tease already.
I'm sorry, did you say it was blurry?
He's already Yuri.
Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits with a blank expression on her face staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I will whisper to Monica. She nods in return.
Honest, I might come off as a good break and organize things. With people. President, that's kind of embarrassing of me.
Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either.
Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she?
You can say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes feels really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing.
See? They could care for yourself good.
That makes two of us. You can count on me? Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person not only makes a good president regardless of what she sings. Only I could get the chance to talk to her a little bit more. Axel, it's your line.
Okay, everyone. Time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing phones? Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
And how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends, too. Your poems will turn out even better.
I think to myself that I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can do a better job of impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination.
Ready to walk home?
Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can really say I'm not enjoying it either. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. So that means I am. Sayori! About what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've seen that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can't see why they'd make good friends with you.
No, Matt. I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you along with everyone else is the happiest. And
And I think he likes you too.
That's...
It's gonna be so much fun!
Sigh. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone's nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, I'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Yeah, let's do this. Alright.
President of the Thirst Club.
Alright. Yeah, our boy be trying to get some crazy stuff going on, you know? Alright, well, we'll do this poem, I'll save it, and then we'll continue it next time, okay? Alright.
With Destiny.
Which word? Axel?
Matt.
What?
There you are. Captive.
Captive.
Intellectual.
Say one more time. I hate this leg.
I know, right?
Just say it 3 times, that way I can hear it.
Aura.
Yes, that helps.
Entropy.
Entropy.
Ode.
Explode.
Ode. Recto. That's what.
Here, say it.
Explode.
Yeah.
Explode.
See, when you say it multiple times, it helps the thing be able to hear it.
It.
It does work when it says.
Pink. Puppy. Waterfall. Cute. Boop. Dark.
Keep saying it.
Mouse. Vanilla. Dance. Dance for me. Headphones.
Charm?
Charm. Alone.
See, that's the troubling thing. I know you said alone now, but, you know?
Alone. Like SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Agitate. And Connie.
Alright.
Oh.
Alright. I would say that was a good episode today. Did you have fun? Did you like the game? Axel?
Okay.
Alright, well, we can continue it on a later date, okay?
See ya.